Welcome back to Liverpool Talk Daily. Today we've got the latest updates of your beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of breaking news. Let's get started.
Anfield has witnessed countless unforgettable nights, but few figures are woven into its modern identity, quite like Jurgen Klopp. The charismatic German, who transformed Liverpool from perennial challengers into serial winners, is set to return to the stadium he once called home. And his presence alone is already stirring emotion, reflection, and no small amount of pressure for his successor, Arne Slot. Klopp's impending return to Anfield, albeit not as Liverpool manager, is more than a nostalgic reunion. It arrives at a pivotal moment in Liverpool's new era and on the eve of a crucial clash with Arsenal, a match that could shape the early trajectory of Slot's reign in the Premier League. Klopp's legacy looms large. When Klopp announced his departure, he left behind a club fundamentally changed. Liverpool were not only tactically evolved, but culturally reborn. The gegenpressing identity, the emotional connection with supporters, and the relentless pursuit of excellence turned Anfield into one of the most intimidating venues in world football. Klopp's return, whether as a guest, ambassador, or observer, inevitably casts a long shadow. Supporters will greet him as a hero, but for Slot, the occasion brings an unspoken challenge. Prove that Liverpool can move forward without constantly looking back. Arne Slot's balancing act Slot arrived at Liverpool with a reputation for progressive football, tactical intelligence, and calm authority. His work at Feyenoord showed a manager capable of moulding teams with intensity and technical discipline, traits that align well with Liverpool's DNA. However, replacing Klopp was never about copying him. Slot has subtly reshaped Liverpool's style, introducing more controlled build-up play and positional discipline while attempting to retain the aggression fans demand. Early signs have been promising, but consistency remains the real test. And that test comes sharply into focus against Arsenal. Arsenal as the measuring stick. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal are no longer a rebuilding project. They are title contenders. Organised, fearless, and tactically mature, Arsenal represent exactly the kind of opponent that will define whether Slot's Liverpool can realistically challenge at the top. Former players and pundits have already issued warnings. Arsenal will expose any uncertainty, especially at Anfield where emotion can overwhelm structure. Slot must ensure his players harness the atmosphere rather than become consumed by it, particularly with Klopp watching from the stands. The psychological battle. Klopp's presence changes the emotional temperature. For players who thrived under him, there is a temptation to reach back into old habits, to play for memories rather than the moment. Slot's task is psychological as much as tactical, reminding his squad that this is a new chapter, not an epilogue. Arsenal, by contrast, arrive with clarity. Arteta has built a side comfortable in hostile environments. They will not be intimidated by nostalgia or noise. Instead, they will seek control, patience, and precision, qualities that have undone Liverpool in recent high-pressure matches. Anfield's verdict. Anfield's crowd will sing Klopp's name, but their true loyalty lies with the badge. They want belief, intensity, and ambition. Slot understands this. A strong performance against Arsenal would not erase Klopp's legacy, nor should it, but it would reinforce trust in the future. A faltering display, however, would invite comparisons no manager wants so early in his tenure. More than a match. This fixture is not just about points. It is about identity, evolution, and belief. Klopp's return is symbolic, a reminder of what Liverpool were and a challenge to define what they will become. For Arne Slot, the message is clear. Respect the past, but don't be trapped by it. Arsenal will show no mercy, Anfield will demand courage, and the Premier League waits for no one. As Klopp applauds from the stands, Liverpool's future unfolds on the pitch. And for Slot, this is the moment to prove that the story did not end with Klopp's farewell, but merely turned the page.